Archangel Michael says, this warning was meant to reach you before anything dangerous happens. A certain person has been planning something in silence, and the hour is approaching faster than you realize. There's a specific date marked on a paper, hidden in a drawer, where your name and house number are circled in red ink. There's a reason why you've been feeling uneasy during the night, sensing that someone is watching from a distance. This isn't your imagination, it's a spiritual alert being sounded in your soul. Your home has been marked, not by chance, but by a decision made in secret rooms filled with envy and greed. A person you once trusted or once spoke to casually is the one involved. They might have smiled at you once, helped carry something, or asked you innocent questions about your family or schedule. But that smile hid a deeper motive, because what they want now is not your friendship, but your property. This is not just a spiritual attack. It is a real threat with physical consequences if ignored. Archangel Michael says the angels are standing watch, but your attention and awareness are also required. The date targeted for this planned robbery is July 4, 2025, and preparations have already begun in the shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Someone has already driven past your house 3 times in one day just to observe how your lights turn on and off. A man with a phone took a quick video and pretended to be on a call. That footage was later shared with a group who are calculating your movements. You'll notice little signs, someone walking by slower than normal, or a car you've never seen parked in the same spot for too long. These are not coincidences, they're calculated trials to test your attention. But this message comes as a spiritual siren, meant to shake you awake before harm touches your door. They think your silence means weakness. But your silence is protection until the angels act. And after today, they will not be able to carry out the plan like they expected. Type Amen to get blessing 414. There is an object in your house that holds sentimental value, they know about it. Whether it's a box, a locked cabinet, or a bag you've hidden, they've guessed its location through previous observations. This is why you've been led to this message, to reposition what matters and cover it with divine protection. It's not about the money alone. There's something you own, maybe even papers or documents, that connects to your legacy, and that's what they are after. The person orchestrating this act is known to you by face, and their intentions shifted the day you shared something joyful around them. Archangel Michael says their plan started with jealousy but evolved into revenge. They whispered lies about you, tried to make others doubt your worth, and now they want to prove something by violating your space. But heaven won't allow that. Type Amen to get blessing 626. You may feel like the world has been still lately, like nothing major has moved in your favor. That's because energies have been gathering silently to shift your path for this confrontation. The enemy thought you'd be too distracted to notice, but the heavens exposed them right now. You weren't meant to read this message by accident. It came because you were spiritually prepared to receive the truth. A truth that is hard, but needed, for your defense and survival. This is not just a thief, it's someone spiritually blocked by your rise. The moment you started glowing, they started trembling. Your home became a target because your aura outgrew their bitterness. Type Amen to get blessing 757. One of your neighbors has seen suspicious movements but hesitated to tell you. They noticed a person pretending to check the power meter, but something felt off. The truth is, the plan includes a distraction, an outage, a false delivery, or a fake emergency. Be cautious with unexpected knocks, messages claiming to be from services, or sudden requests that feel unusual. Archangel Michael says your wisdom is your weapon now. You are not alone, even when it feels like everyone's looking the other way. You must not fear, but prepare. Place a spiritual covering over your doors and windows. Walk through your house tonight and speak light into each room, because this is more than protection, it's reclamation. Type Amen to get blessing 828. The lead person in this robbery plot wears two faces. They pretend to be harmless during the day, but their phone has pictures of your home saved in a secret album. They think they've calculated your every move, but they didn't calculate divine intervention. Their plan includes working with two others, one to keep watch from a bike and another to handle the entry. The shocking part is that one of them has even spoken kindly to you recently. That's how deep this deception has gone. They've spoken your name like a joke, unaware that your name is protected by divine forces. They've passed your photo in a chat labeled "Final Night," but heaven intercepted it. Even technology bows when God steps in. Type Amen to get blessing 909. You will see things break in your house, not because they're faulty, but because energy is shifting. When the spiritual war begins, even light bulbs flicker, and clocks stop for seconds longer than usual. These aren't ghost signs, they're angelic alerts. On the date July 4th, something will try to manifest, but only if you let your guard down. Archangel Michael says from now till that day, set boundaries with those who come too close. Let no unknown person inside. A vehicle has already been arranged for escape. The model is older, possibly gray, with blackened windows. They plan to arrive during early evening when lights start fading but movement is still natural. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You must act not with panic, but with power. Rearrange, relock, secure, and re-anoint every inch of your space. Speak protection aloud as you do it. They believe you are unaware. They're wrong. You are aware, and now the light within you is blinding to their darkness. They will try to cancel or delay the plan once they sense this message has reached you. But the angels will already be stationed. The trap will now be reversed. Type Amen to get blessing 1188. Let this be clear, they will face consequences, even without your hand. The law of spiritual justice has already begun its path. There will be a confession, someone involved will speak out. They will fear the atmosphere in your home because it will no longer welcome their schemes. What they hope to gain will be blocked. What they feared most, you being alert, has already happened. You will begin to see detachment. The people who were part of this plot will start distancing themselves from you as fear grows in them. Watch who stops speaking casually to you after today. Type Amen to get blessing 1222. The documents they wanted to find will be impossible to locate. The hidden corner they thought would be vulnerable will be sealed. Because your angels now know exactly what they planned, step by step. Do not tell many people about this warning. Only speak to those you know are safe. Those who speak negatively behind your back may already be spiritually entangled in this. Do not act like a victim. You are being positioned as the victor. Your silence will be louder than any argument. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The date, July 4th, will come and go, but nothing harmful will happen because you were ready. That is the power of prophecy and protection working together. Archangel Michael says your awareness is now a shield. Someone may still try to test your boundaries in the following days. Stand firm. They will see your energy has changed and begin to panic. Let this be a turning point. Shift your focus to building more protection around your energy and space. What was meant to destroy will now deliver your breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. They have no idea that their names are already known in the Spirit. Every door they try will resist them. Every motion they attempt will backfire. Your cameras may catch a glimpse. A shadow, a movement, or a timestamp that doesn't make sense. That will be the evidence. You are being asked not just to pray, but to prepare. Your instincts are your compass now. Listen closely to the silent guidance in your chest. Type Amen to get blessing 1555. Even the locks on your doors are receiving spiritual codes. When you wake up tomorrow, say these words, "Nothing planned against me shall come through." Repeat it over your threshold. You are stronger than this moment. What was hidden has now been shown. The enemy cannot function in the light. Let your home become a sacred place. Walk through it with confidence, not fear. You were chosen to protect something greater than you can imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 1666. Do not overlook this message. Heaven didn't send it lightly. Someone with great spiritual ranking was assigned to ensure you received this before it was too late. The threat isn't bigger than your destiny. It's just a test of your awareness and obedience to signs. Your next breakthrough is coming because of this alert. A blessing will replace every fear. A gift will arrive before July ends. You'll realize why the enemy wanted to rob you. It's because what's coming is divine. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. You have now stepped into protection. You have now stepped into clarity. They won't try again once they see your new glow. There will be silence from those who plotted. There will be noise in heaven on your behalf. You will not just be safe, you will be elevated. July 4th will become a day of testimony. Not robbery. Not harm. But gratitude. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Archangel Michael says, even as they set the time and place, a greater timeline has already overwritten theirs. The handwriting of this evil plan has been erased by divine authority. They thought the story would go one way, but heaven has rewritten your chapter. The energy of your house is now shifting. The tension you felt was the signal of spiritual forces realigning your atmosphere. Now that you've accepted this message, the darkness hovering around your walls has begun to melt away. This isn't just protection for your house, it's protection for your future. Someone tried to curse the very ground you walk on. But instead, it's their own feet that will stumble and fall. The moment you declared Amen, a legion of angels was sent to stand at every doorpost. Windows now radiate with divine fire. Every entrance has become untouchable to those with wicked motives. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The fear they will experience won't come from a siren or alarm. It will come from something deep, an unexplainable blockage that stops their every step. That's what happens when someone tries to rob a child of destiny. You were never alone. You were simply being watched over from above until the right moment to warn you. This is that moment. The one who suggested your house as a target has a deeper grudge. Not just against you, but against the light in your lineage. Their own bitterness turned into vengeance. But what they didn't know is, your home is covered by something eternal. Not visible to human eyes, but impossible to break. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. If you check your dreams, you'll recall a figure or symbol that seemed strange. That was no random dream, it was an early signal. Sometimes angels speak in images before they speak in words. From this day forward, your sleep will become safer. Even your pets, your walls, and your air will be calmer. Peace will replace the unspoken dread you've been carrying. Someone involved in this plan is now scared. Their hands are starting to tremble because their name has been spoken in the heavenly realm. The moment this message reached you, their peace was removed. You won't need to confront them. The exposure has already begun. Their path is collapsing behind them. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The people they planned with will scatter like shadows at sunrise. Their loyalty will break apart when the pressure hits. Because greed was the only thing holding them together. Do not be surprised if someone suddenly comes to apologize or act strangely nice. That's a sign. One of the guilty ones will try to check in on you soon. Don't fall for it. Instead, respond with stillness. The angels have already traced their names. And what they attempted to send against you is being returned in full. July 4th will not be a night of fear. It will be a night of gratitude. Because you listened and you obeyed. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Now watch your surroundings with holy eyes. You may notice things, keys being misplaced, doors shutting differently, familiar faces feeling distant. That's because the spiritual veil has been lifted. You've entered a time of sight, where even hidden intentions will become visible. The masks people wear will now feel heavy on them. You'll see truth in their silence. Someone once said they had your back, but now they feel guilty every time they see your face. You'll start to sense it. It's the weight of divine exposure pressing on their spirit. And their feet will no longer be able to step into your space like before. Even the ground beneath them will reject the presence of evil. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. There is a suitcase or drawer you need to check again. Something important needs to be moved or secured. Don't delay. God has delayed this robbery not only to save you, but to teach you who you really are. Someone chosen. Someone marked by heaven. Someone not meant to be touched by the plans of darkness. You will feel a new layer of strength rising in your chest after reading this. That's not adrenaline, it's divine courage. You've been activated into a new realm of spiritual responsibility. The fire around you has become too hot for the enemy to touch. Their plan was to scare you. But now they are the ones trembling. Type Amen to get blessing 2444. Take a moment to breathe. That exhale you feel is the release of spiritual tension. You've crossed into safety already. Keep your phone close these next few days, not for fear, but to observe. Signs will come. Confirmations. People revealing themselves by accident. One may post something vague online, hinting at your house or your belongings. That's your proof. Take note but don't respond. They want to provoke. But heaven has silenced your enemies. Type Amen to get blessing 2555. Walk differently now. Speak from authority. You've received knowledge meant only for those protected by higher realms. What they meant for evil has opened doors for your elevation. You'll start to see blessings falling in the days leading to July 4th. That's no coincidence. It's your reward. Your obedience to open this message has already marked you as prepared. While others sleep, you are awake. While others fear, you rise. The one who thought they could rob your house will soon be robbed of their peace. That is not revenge. That is justice. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. You're now entering a month of divine reordering. The same way the enemy tried to rearrange your home for harm, God will now rearrange it for miracles. Every room will feel lighter. Expect sudden blessings to enter your atmosphere. Financial breakthroughs. Emotional clarity. Even household relationships will begin to shift positively. But stay alert. Someone who is not happy with your peace will try one last distraction. They may pretend to need help, to gain sympathy, or act like a victim. Stay firm. Their chaos is no longer your responsibility. Type Amen to get blessing 2777. Soon, one of the people involved in the robbery plot will get caught in another crime. That will be the beginning of their unraveling. The name will surface, and you'll recognize it instantly. You will not need to testify or interfere. God will handle the judgment. Your role is to walk in peace and prepare your space for elevation. Watch as everything turns in your favor. What once felt like a threat will now feel like a reason to praise. You will look back on this message and know, it saved your future. The house they tried to rob will become the house where testimonies live. Type Amen to get blessing 2888. Let the fire of angels rest on your roof. Let their wings cover your entryway. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, not now, not ever. Sleep easy tonight. The thieves won't come. Because the light that surrounds your home is too blinding for them to approach. They'll try to forget you. But their dreams will remind them of what they planned. And how it failed. Because heaven spoke first. And heaven always wins. Type Amen to get blessing 2999. Archangel Michael says, once the robbery failed, a deeper secret began to unfold. The person who plotted against you didn't just stop after the failed attempt, they spiraled into chaos. Their own team began to turn on them, confused and afraid, asking why the plan didn't go the way they rehearsed. One of the group members felt a sudden sickness on the exact night they planned to strike. Their hands shook. They couldn't move forward, and a darkness surrounded them that they couldn't explain. That's because your house is no longer ordinary. The moment you received and believed this message, a spiritual seal was placed upon your home. A force that no weapon or man can cross. You are now untouchable, not just in your home, but in your name, your future, and your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The next day, the main person who planned it tried to delete messages and wipe clean their tracks. But it was too late. Their digital fingerprints were already marked by truth. They began to feel paranoia, thinking everyone could see their guilt. And slowly, their own mind became a prison. That is what divine justice feels like. Now they are being watched not just by law, but by their own circle. Everyone is asking questions, and the more they speak, the deeper. They bury themselves in confusion. This is the beginning of exposure. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Someone close to them will make a confession soon, not because they care about your safety, but because they want to escape punishment. But that confession will be the key to your complete vindication. You will begin to notice shifts, unexpected messages from people trying to reconnect or suddenly check in on you. That's the guilt whispering through their actions. Stand still. Let the wind carry the truth. Heaven is fighting this battle in full force. And you, child of light, are being elevated even higher. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. The person who plotted this will try to take a new path, pretending nothing happened. But they won't escape it. Their name is now surrounded by heavy spiritual weight. You are not the only one they tried to harm. But you are the only one they failed to touch. This moment was your shield and your spotlight. Archangel Michael says this failure has now become their downfall. What they tried to take will now be multiplied in your life. What they tried to destroy will now rise twice as high. You are not just a survivor. You are now the divine proof that evil can be overturned by obedience. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. You'll start to receive strange news. One of the people involved may face legal trouble unrelated to you, but tied to the same energy. That is the ripple of karma. Your name will be mentioned, but not in shame, in protection. Someone will admit that you were supposed to be part of a setup, but the moment they touched your name, everything fell apart. That is not coincidence. That is sacred covering. Now your house has become holy ground. The ground they tried to trespass on is no longer theirs to step upon. And the skies above your roof are brighter now than they've been in years. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Soon, you'll notice blessings flooding in. Items you thought were lost will be found. Money you didn't expect will come in. Old emotional heaviness will lift like fog in the morning. This is your divine reward. God delayed their hands so He could place miracles in yours. The energy they used to plot against you has now become your elevation ladder. One of the robbers has been having dreams of fire. They will tell someone soon. They will say, "Ever since that night, I haven't slept." That's because spiritual judgment does not require permission. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. You are not just protected, you are chosen. You are not just safe, you are being promoted. Don't be surprised when doors open soon. Career, relationship, purpose, all beginning to bloom at once. Because your alignment with this truth unlocked what was being blocked. The enemy failed. Not just once, but permanently. And now the heavens are ready to replace your fear with fullness. You'll walk into July 4th with joy, not worry. Because what they meant for harm has turned into your celebration day. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. If you walk by a mirror tonight, you'll see something different. A glow. A peace. That's the confirmation. Your house, your name, your destiny, have all been touched by angels. This message was your spiritual alarm, and you answered it just in time. From now on, keep your heart strong and your eyes open. Not because danger is still coming, but because favor is already on the way. Their trap became your triumph. Type Amen to get blessed.